Loki and Odin are fighting once again. There's a mishap about, and action adventure is a slobber knocker in this CGI fest. No, I'm not talking about the Avengers. It's Son of the Mask here today on Filmhouse. Kill me. Hello and welcome to another additional round of Filmhouse. You guys voted on it. We're talking about a fun movie today. I'm joined once again by John Smith and Bones. How you guys doing?
Yeah,
Thank you.
No, fuck you guys for voting for this.
Thank you for voting for this.
And thank you so much to Lisa Mattress, who is sponsoring this episode. You can get $125 off. Jeez, wow. Off of a mattress and get a free pillow by going to lisa.com/filmhouse and enter promo code Filmhouse. But more info on them later. Right now, we're going to talk about a sequel that you guys all suggested. I believe this came from the S. Darko podcast that we did with Jared from Wisecrack, where we put it to a vote, said, what horrific sequel would you like us to watch? And the straw poll indicated Son of the Mask, otherwise known as The Mask 2 in Japan.
Yeah, and you guys picked the most horrific sequel.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this until about 20 minutes into this movie that when I was a kid, Mask 1 scared the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was very unnerving watching it as like an 8-year-old. And this brought back all those feelings, all those nightmare feelings. Also, my neck is fucked up. So
That's unrelated to the podcast.
Well, it's that it put me in I was already in kind of like a negative mood. I wasn't my cheery self when I saw this fucking nightmare of a film.
I mean, we've all experienced this as kids. We have things that we watched as children, whether it be Are You Afraid of the Dark, the Stephen King It TV series. These are things that we kind of grew up as kids who were kind of born in the 80s, late 80s, mid 80s, that you remember that sort of traumatized you. This is a movie that came out in 2005 and it traumatized me today.
Yeah.
I've already seen it, but I remember watching it at like a party at Lawrence's, and we were just kind of barely watching it. Every once in a while I would look back and go, oh dear God. This time we actually watched Son of the Mask together, and it was...
I kept trying to run away to my phone, and you guys were batting it out of my hand.
Yeah, because you kept trying to tweet Jamie Kennedy.
I'm going to tweet them all. I think we should actually try to organize a reunion.
I mean, I think Jamie Kennedy is still too big a deal to pop up on our podcast.
Well,
I'm sorry.
According to the trivia of this film, yes, he still thinks he is a big deal.
Little anecdote. I think in 2012... I tweeted the cast of Malcolm in the Middle. I added them all in one tweet and was like, hey, you guys should meet up again. And then literally 3 months later, they had a Malcolm in the Middle reunion. So I know that it's possible. If we tweet all the members of Mask 2, Son of the Mask, together in one tweet, they'll be forced to have a reunion.
Alan Cumming?
Yeah.
And
Cummings.
Ben Stein?
And Trailer Howard?
And Trailer Howard?
They're
Wow.
not doing anything, are they?
They might be. They might be on some syndicated show.
Alan Cummings is probably doing Spy Kids 5 or whatever. But.
Well, let's do a quick rundown of the film synopsis, which is totally wrong, by the by. This is what it says when you just Google it. A cartoonist and family man, Tim Avery, Jamie Kennedy, lives a peaceful existence with his wife, Tanya, Trailer Howard. Her name's a typo, for the love of God. As well as their infant son and dog. When the curious canine finds a mask with mystical properties, both dog and baby create chaos with its powers. While Tim and Tanya try to contain the damage, the sly Norse god Loki, played by Alan Cumming, comes looking for the artifact, resulting in more mishaps that ultimately incur the wrath of the deity's powerful father, Odin, played by Mario himself, Bob Hoskins.
That synopsis was done by somebody who was like the friend of someone who actually saw the movie. Like, that barely makes any sense.
The plot of the movie does follow the first film, which even that movie was just sort of an excuse for Jim Carrey to be wacky.
Yeah.
It was like a mask shows up. There was no Loki subplot. I believe it's like the Ben Stein thing is there a little bit where he like kind of alludes to it, but then it's just, here's the thing to put on so we can put the makeup on, you do the wacky stuff, wacky. Yeah. This one they're like, well, what if we go a little deeper into the lore? And it's all the worse for it. I didn't want to see Alan Cumming as Loki.
Oh, and hey, guys, just spoiler alert. The son of the mask isn't Jamie Kennedy. It's the baby, because Jamie Kennedy puts on the mask and then bangs his wife and then creates a mask baby with his mask sperm.
I believe the line was, "What's gotten into you?" And he goes, "Let's find out."
Oh,
Yeah.
Which means whatever's in me, I'm going to put in you.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be clever, but there's no innuendo there.
No, not
That's-
at all.
that's him putting
And
on the
then in
mask.
the very next scene, she's like, "I think I'm having morning sickness," and she threw up bubbles.
Continuing on from there, a pretty quick montage ensues where the couple is just sort of having a wackadoo time of when's this baby going to come? And I actually remembered this part incorrectly. I thought there was going to be something weird where the baby just comes out really quick. I thought it was going to be like a Fly 2 situation here.
Oh.
Yeah, good reference, me.
yeah, solid.
Maybe Fly 1. Maybe.
No, that's Fly 2.
Yeah, Fly 2,
I've
yeah.
seen it.
Where it's like, wouldn't increase pregnancy. And the thing came out so quickly, but they're like, no, 9 months. Proper pregnancy, healthy baby.
A 90-second montage for 9
Yeah,
months.
Pretty
of time
quick
gone by.
for what is supposed to be. I mean, the main plot of the movie is Son of the Mask. Can we talk about Jamie Kennedy being the mask real quick?
I don't want to.
Can we talk about, we skipped ahead a little bit when he goes to the party, he bangs his wife, but before that he's at a party and he's doing his Jim Carrey impersonation, but
Yeah.
it's, what is it? What
Well,
is
like
he
you were
doing?
saying-
It's like a radio announcer voice or
know.
something. Like it's the weirdest.
It's really quiet.
The first movie was an excuse for Jim Carrey to act like Jim Carrey, right?
Correct.
Because he has charm and charisma and skill, and he's funny and all those good things that Jamie Kennedy isn't. So they put Kennedy with like a weird plastic wig, singing a song from like the '60s or
It's
something.
very confusing.
Well, he sang a song from every decade because it
Yeah.
was "I Love You,
Yeah, the
Baby."
Deer Hunter song. Yeah.
It was that song, but he did like 8 different musical
Yeah.
genres of it. Like it kept cutting to like at one point they were all dressed as cowboys and he was doing like a rodeo version of it. Like
Once again, though,
I cannot express how much of this movie was genuinely like
Nauseating?
nightmare fuel
Yeah.
and nauseating.
well, the whole
and,
thing is
like,
shot with like a fisheye lens.
yeah, that was something we realized like halfway through it, that was the way it was shot, not just the way people were acting and everything, but the way it was shot was to like unnerve you or like make you feel as though it wasn't like straight reality. And like with the lenses they used and the angles and the shots and
sets.
everything, the sets, like it was genuinely like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The feeling I got from it was Dr. Seuss roofied Tim Burton in a back alley club, and the baby that came out is this very uncharismatic, frightening, unloving creature known as the Mask 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Son of the Mask.
Which-
Son of the
Japan.
Mask, too.
You know,
think
most
so.
babies are cute. This baby looked like a grown man who had then been shrunk down in some sort of
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about the baby a little bit. Oh well, I just love how much Jamie Kennedy is terrible.
Yeah.
And most everything that he does, I think he was okay in Scream. That was
Yeah.
sort of his.
I thought he was really good in
yeah.
that.
He was okay. I guess we can say Romeo plus Juliet. He's okay.
Sure.
Was
He's a cartoonish character in an otherwise sort of. Everyone's kind of cartoony, but he's the most cartoony in that.
Yeah.
This one, he's supposed to be the most cartoony, but for some reason, he's just the most flat. When he does that, "Hello, I'm the Mask." Like, that's when it's following. You're trying to follow the somebody stop me smoking. Whatever.
Oh yeah, he didn't have like a catchphrase.
No, Jim Carrey's I get it. He's very hard to follow, and you don't want to just do an
Yeah.
impersonation of him. But I found like I couldn't tell if he was just doing a bad impersonation of Jim Carrey. The plastic hair threw me off.
Well, luckily he's only in the mask for like 6 minutes of screen time, anyways. The rest of it's all the baby and the dog
Yeah.
trying to fucking murder each other.
That was fucked up.
Do you think that was the production issue though? That they said we're not going to be able to do the Jim Carrey version. This was
Yeah.
actually revealed in an issue of Nintendo Power.
That's where I get all my news.
Yeah. Well, no. Apparently, the sequel was supposed to happen. They announced it like right after, like Mask 2 is happening. You can win a walk-on role through Nintendo Power. And in the final issue of Nintendo Power, they apologized and said, "We're sorry, it's not happening." But they did move ahead with Son of the Mask, which is a complete reworking of the story. So they said, we can spend all the production on Jamie Kennedy, who sucks, or we can dump all this money to CGI baby versus dog
Yeah.
and do a weird sort of real life Tex Avery cartoon.
I think that's where all their budget went because that baby was the weird uncanny valley thing
Yeah.
where it looked so real, like they got the lighting and the texturing and everything correctly, or correct, but then it was doing cartoon Looney Tunes things, so it looked real, but then it was a fucking nightmare.
It really was.
It was so fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like I kept looking at my phone because yes, I wanted to tweet Jamie Kennedy, but also like it was making me so uncomfortable.
Some different music and just some slight changes in editing in this. Some of those scenes really could have been out of a horror movie.
Yeah,
because you had like this. All of the violence of an old Warner Brothers or Tex Avery cartoon
In real life.
but on these very photorealistic characters on your screen. And one's a baby and one's a dog, and they're literally trying to kill each other.
that actually would be kind of like a good horror movie, which is basically just the plot of this movie, which is that you make it look as real as possible, but they do cartoon things.
Yeah.
But it's like there are actual consequences, like people actually die.
Yeah, get blown up.
It's like Roger Rabbit, where so much of it felt great, and then Judge Doom happens, and you are, as a child, scared. That's this entire movie.
Yeah.
Well, number one, the psycho baby doesn't help, or old man baby. I don't know how, and they're twins, by the way. That's how you cast for these movies.
Yeah.
There are two very ugly babies that look like old men. I know the baby had no choice. I feel bad.
Yeah.
But holy shit is a weird looking baby. I can't put my finger on it. It's a strange looking child.
Yeah.
And someone in the casting office said, yes, this will unnerve everybody. You fucking psycho. And then they do the thing with the dog where he's doing the like, what's the Cartoon Network thing, the Hanna-Barbera, the laughing dog.
The Snidely Whiplash
Yeah.
dog.
He's kind of playing that character, but it's this overly grotesque, giant-headed, constantly moving, shaking. Like it walks like a weird creature, and it's just. There's even a weird moment where its head gets blown off, and it's all teeth, and its jaw like real
its
lines.
jaw's broken.
Oh
yeah.
my god!
I think if you did this in like black and white, slowed it down a little bit, and made it look like found footage, people would freak the fuck out. It's genuinely upsetting. Like I don't feel good right now.
This is the first movie that we've done on Filmhouse, which is where we're watching a bad movie where I genuinely wasn't having fun. Like most movies, they're bad, and you're like, oh, that's funny that it's bad. But this was like, Jesus.
Yeah, I just kept
Please
looking over at
save
you
me.
guys. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's even a moment, and this is just such a minor thing, but Cal Penn's in the movie.
He is.
Yeah.
And
he plays
can't-
Jorge.
He plays a character named Jorge, which
Who
is
says Holmes?
yes. Hello, 2005. Nice to meet you. Good to see all the racial beauty that we have today not be reflected there. I mean, it's still terrible, but regardless, I don't want to make this a political thing. You don't cast a guy named Cal Penn as a character named Jorge who's doing I don't know what accent.
Yeah, it was every scene
changed.
we all leaned in going,
Yeah.
What is that?
He like works in a cartoon factory or whatever child wrote the script.
Well, no, it's
Came
good
up
that you
with-
say that because it's an animation studio, but it does look like an old factory.
Right.
That would like be like manufacturing sparks or warheads
he
or
plays
cars or
he
something.
plays like a one of those masked characters that you would see at like a theme park, but he's walking around, but he's doing things where he's like, I'm trying to climb the corporate ladder, which like no one fucking does that. It's like I don't know, like the dude dressed up as Mickey Mouse doesn't walk up to the Matterhorn dude's like, I want to make this ride better, and they're like,
Or I want to animate your next film.
yeah, what? This makes no sense, but like they're like, go walk up to him, homie, and go tell him to like go make your movie. And they're like,
I'm getting very uncomfortable.
I was very uncomfortable, and there's at no point is it ever proven that Jamie Kennedy's character was it Alex or whatever.
Tim Avery.
Tim Avery.
Come on.
Clever, very clever. Almost as clever as the freaking Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. Subtle. That's my favorite thing. But either way, he never once proves that he's like, I'm a great artist, other than his wife being like very comforting. He's like, oh, you're doing great, honey. You're the best. And like nothing he does is good. But then he goes, I got a great idea. And then he just blanks. And you're like, this man deserves nothing.
He deserves
Yeah.
nothing.
But then he puts on
That-
the
that
mask
was-
and gets confidence. That's the whole point.
But all he did was do a dance number.
When he wasn't wearing the mask, he was a talentless fuck. Like he had ambition, which anybody can have.
Sure.
Like he wants to be at the top. But like, yeah, when they did the like 9-month montage where because he was the mask, he got this deal developing a cartoon about his masked character.
By singing the song.
Yeah.
at
That's
the
all he
party.
did. He sang a
But-
song at a party.
Yeah, but for 9 months he was like, I don't have any ideas. Like
Well,
he was
there's
just.
countless scenes of him in a room being like, I don't know, I'm stupid. And they're all like, yeah, you're stupid.
But Halloween, it was great when
Yeah.
you did that.
And they're like, what's his name is in it?
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright's like, he's doing his things like, I hope it turns out okay. Like, and they're like a cartoon studio where you're like, they're just bashing their head against a wall for 9 months of like, this guy blew us away in October. He's got to have it, right? And doesn't wear the mask throughout the rest of the movie. I get it. It's trying to be like the other mask movie where it's like, I, as Stan Ipkiss, suck. But when I put on this mask, I gain the confidence, and you realize at the end, I don't need the mask to get the girl. I'll get some. It's not the.
But he already had a girl,
Oh, that's right.
and he already had a baby, and he already had a dog. And
Yeah.
he already had a job, and there was no. I mean, honestly, the entire middle 40 minutes of this movie is a possessed dog trying to murder a baby who wants to put his own father in a mental institution.
That's mostly the
That's
plot of the movie,
that's the entire plot of this movie.
which is emphasized by the moment where the baby's watching late night television, and they pretty much show an entire episode of the Michigan J. Frog.
Yeah.
skit.
That was the best part of the movie,
So
where they
good.
just started
We were
showing
laughing.
this old cartoon.
Yeah.
and we
It
were like,
holds up so well.
Oh,
it really
thank
does.
God that
Yeah.
like this is so good.
But it does the thing where it goes full screen. Yeah. And they're like, can we make movies like this where we just watch old Merry Melodies?
I wish they did.
This is cool. But
Yeah.
but then, as they do throughout this movie, I think there's three. I counted 3 moments where they not only tell a bad joke, but then they explain it.
Yeah.
So when he shows up to the door to the party, he goes, ID, and he goes, here you go. And he pulls out an IV drip, and the guy goes, I didn't say IV, I said ID.
oh, it
And
sounds
it's like, I'm
even
pretty sure
worse.
there's the part that says like hold for laughter. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so then the Michigan J. Frog
So
thing
much
is
worse.
the child watches all 5 minutes of it. We as the audience are like, oh, thank God, something funny. And then the kid proceeds to do the exact same thing as like the hello, my honey, hello,
I
my
mean, the same audio.
exact same audio,
Like
but then
rips,
doing the
yeah.
dance, but it's frightening.
I think you yelled out in the middle of that scene was, "This is worse than the baby scene in Train Spotting," which
It absolutely was.
very accurate.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's that ugly baby.
Way more frightening than that.
Oh God. What was one of the other jokes? I don't know. There
aren't many.
There's a joke where Loki turns a neighbor who's like spying in the window, her head into a nose, and he goes, "Quit being nosy." And then she sneezes, and all this white foam goes everywhere.
I think I missed that part. Yeah,
went to
I
the
remember
back.
I looked up and there was white goo everywhere. And I
That
was-
reminds me of the now classic pee scene.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was a highlight.
Should we tease that after the ad read?
We'll
or-
tease. Yeah, let me do the ad read real quick because we're pretty much getting to the end of the movie because I can't talk about this
I
much
can't,
longer.
I can't. It makes me sick.
Shame on you, audience, for picking this movie.
What was his name? Gutterman, the director.
Lawrence Gutterman.
Fuck you. I mean, if you need someone to like help you out on your next movie or whatever, it's cool. But
I want to have him on here so we can interview him.
Yeah.
That'd
While
be great.
you read that ad read, I'm gonna see if there's a 10-star review of The Mask 2.
You let me know. I
on
want to hear
IMDb.
someone's like high praise
Yeah.
of this movie. I want to remind all of our Filmhouse listeners and watchers, this episode is brought to you by Lisa. Lisa is an innovative direct-to-consumer online mattress brand that is also socially conscious. Bones, right here, a resident expert in mattress, all things mattress.
guys, it's so good.
You made a baby on it.
I did actually.
Is your baby and dog constantly fighting? No,
No.
because you bought a Lisa mattress.
right.
They are driven by the mission to provide a better place to sleep for everyone. Sorry, everybody. Lisa donates one mattress to a shelter for every
really
10
nice.
they sell through their 110 program. Over 22,000 mattresses have been donated so far. That's fantastic. Lisa
Yeah.
also plants one tree for every mattress sold, donates 1% of each employee's time to volunteer for local causes. You save those. Hold on to those. So the mattresses, like I said, they are available online or at Lisa Dream Gallery. Sorry, the Lisa Dream Gallery. That's in Soho, New York City. Fantastic place. I'll be visiting you guys soon. And Virginia Beach. I've never been. Should I go?
I've never been to either.
Let me know, audience. No, you lost your privilege. You are no longer allowed to vote for things for us.
Yeah. Fuck you.
They are American-made mattresses, and they ship in a compressed box right to your door. You went through this whole process,
I
Bones.
did. I just hit it with like a razor a couple times and just popped right out.
You do it with like a wand, like Harry Potter.
Magical.
Yeah.
But I want to be completely honest. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep so much better now. It keeps me cool.
You seem relaxed.
I feel great.
You're the least stressed father I've ever
Yeah,
met.
it's not too bad.
Bite your tongue, sir. We're going to get there.
We're talking about mattresses and how great they are.
I love them.
You can try before you buy at over 80 West Elm stores nationwide. Lisa's patented universal adaptive feel is designed for all types of sleepers and features 3 premium foam layers. You should check those all out. I'll put them here. Those are the 3 ones you get.
Oh, I love them.
The mattresses themselves are available in the US, UK, Canada, and Deutschland. That's Germany. It's called.
Is it?
Yeah. Deutschland. That's, that's what the flag says. So yeah, Lisa's continued to expand its offerings to include the Lisa pillow, blanket, sheets, foundation, and frame, all available online with free shipping. So for the month of March, you can get $125 off the Lisa mattress and a free pillow by going to lisa.com/filmhouse and enter promo code FILMHOUSE. That's FILMHAUS. Get them, check it out, sleep good, all that fun stuff. We want you rested so you can enjoy nightmares, living nightmares during the day. We want you to dream at night so that you can endure things like Son of the Mask. Go on, John.
Speaking of Son of the Mask,
Yeah.
it looks like we've got a lot of 10-star reviews. I've gone through all of them. There's 48,000 reviews of this movie, and it has a 2.2. Remember, this movie has
Out of
been
10?
online for like 13 years now. So.
Unfortunately, we could not find the Blu-ray version and had to watch
Yeah,
the
there
DVD.
is no Blu-ray version of this movie. So I'm going to read, this is from February 9th, 2014. I'm pretty sure this is a review by Jamie Kennedy, but that's not the username. So it says, Jamie Kennedy, you're a genius. Haters completely missed the point. I've never laughed so hard. By the end of the movie, I had asthma.
Oh, that's sad.
This was the most thought-provoking movie I have ever seen.
This is a joke.
Then it says,
Gotta be a-
Jim Carrey, you suck. I'll bet you regret not taking that $10 million. Jamie Kennedy was a way better fit for the role than you.
Research.
I guess.
Boy, did you manage to screw up the first one. This is a must-see. Doesn't it sound like Jamie
Or
Kennedy
the
wrote this?
director, yeah.
That Twister scene was crazy funny. Which, oh yeah, they played Twister for like 90 seconds.
They look like a goddamn Lovecraftian creature.
It was so weird.
When he's like ear a bit red and his ear moves and
Tickles
starts
his
it's
armpit.
just tickling Alan Cummings' weird face. God damn it.
Oh, and that gag where the baby is running around the room, epic. Which that's half the movie.
That's sad. It's the whole
This
movie.
this is so far the best use of CGI I have seen to date. Everyone should have the chance to watch this movie, and this is my favorite part. I gave out copies for Christmas. So
Copies?
all
Should
of
be
this
against the
guy's
law.
relatives,
Punishable by some sort of whipping.
everyone loved it, he claims. I've seen this movie 10 times and it
Impossible.
still cracks me up. Sequel? Bottom, if you haven't already seen this movie, see it. You won't regret it. I
There's
don't
a
know.
typo
You
in
had a
there.
stroke
he
at the
started
end.
having a stroke.
It was looking like this.
I mean, literally the only time I laughed at this was during the Warner Brothers cartoon.
Yeah.
That they just
Yes.
kind of mixed in.
The thing that was
one
already
part
Nothing
where
else was
you-
funny.
There was one part where
What?
you laughed and you went, ha, actually, that's funny.
Oh no, that's just because I recognized a reference. Because the first movie was all like these old timey movie references, and in this one they reference Ransom, which probably came out like 2 years before. That was it.
That's it. That's
was
the
it.
one. I mean, it's not funny. It's just something you
It's
recognize.
just like, oh, I recognize that.
That's something that would fly in the Big Bang Theory. They just said
Oh, yeah.
they just referenced the thing. I'm still actually my problem.
okay. Are we
this.
going chronologically?
It doesn't
You're
matter.
trying to?
I had
I'm
an
sorry.
I have an overarching problem with the plot.
Jim Carrey, you suck. Continue.
It gave me asthma because it gave the rest of us cancer. Christ. Sorry, that's not funny.
No, it's not.
That's a real. I think that's how Bob Hoskins died,
Cancer?
or old age.
Well, that's how.
Speaking-
Isn't that how like everyone dies?
Technically, yeah.
It's either old age or cancer.
It's going to be like once we figure that out, we become mutants and we have superpowers. Speaking of that, though, what's the problem? What's the story? What's going on? It's Loki made a mask.
Loki's trying to get his mask back.
He made
Why?
his-
Why is there a mask?
I got it.
Go
'Cause
for
he's
it.
a
I
god
got
of
this
mischief.
one. I got this one.
Okay.
Loki made a mask to fuck. They explained this in the first 5 minutes of the movie. They just
Weren't you
telegraphed it.
listening to Ben Stein?
I was trying.
So
I was falling asleep.
Loki made a mask to fuck with humanity.
Okay.
And then Odin was like, "You're the god of mischief, but you're too mischievous." And he was
Okay.
like, "I want that mask back."
Sure.
But Loki couldn't find it for some reason.
Okay, so
because
that-
they kept making copies of it in Pakistan.
But there's
apparently.
yeah, but there's moments where he's saying, "Okay, Dad, just tell me where it is," and he's like, "No," and then he just goes like,
Yeah.
just what? Why are we creating tension?
Yeah. And then
there was no lesson learned.
And he takes away Loki's powers and then gives them back one scene later. So
like
that meant
immediately.
nothing. Yeah.
yeah. But he goes for 1 hour, and then the joke there being they have the hourglass, but his is digital.
Yeah.
Asthma's coming back. That's not asthma. That's my heart.
Why was Jamie Kennedy wearing like Eddie Murphy's Raw suit at the end? He's wearing like a bright purple leather
Yeah.
jumpsuit.
That was
Leathered-
his super mask. suit.
Why does the car have teeth all over it? Why are teeth such a thing in this movie? Why are
That's a good question.
why is everything like just a nightmare I didn't have as a 5-year-old, but is just somehow manifesting today?
Why did Jim Carrey turn this down?
I think that's the question.
He turned down 10 mil.
to end all questions.
And then Jamie Kennedy, they gave him 2.5.
What would have happened if Jim Carrey said yes? Because this movie wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have been Son of the Mask. It would have just been Mask 2.
No, it just would have been, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the plot, I
he would
mean,
have become president.
maybe.
Do you think Jamie Kennedy can carry a movie? Because I don't.
He didn't carry
What
this
movies
one.
has he been in? Malibu's Most Wanted,
Yeah.
Romeo Juliet,
But like
Plus,
as a lead, as the titular lead,
Malibu's Most Wanted.
that's it. I think.
Are those the only two movies he's been the lead
That's all I can think of. That's really it. I mean, the movie ends with a beautiful moment where they ask the baby, the psycho baby, to. Did we want to talk about the piss scene? I don't know.
We teased it.
We teased it. We should talk about it.
Hey, here's the piss scene. You're looking at it right now.
There it
That's all there is to say
Should
about
we watch it like
If
two more times?
If you're into golden showers,
Let's loop that piss scene.
you will not be disappointed because this movie gives you one.
Okay, so the final scene, Loki starts to become attached to this baby because I guess in some weird way he's a surrogate father.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
kinda, like
He
literally the
he
father.
kind of is the father
Yeah.
because
he kind of cucked Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah.
that should have been the name of the movie. Cucking Kennedy.
Fucking Kennedy.
That'd be much better. So they do the thing, the beautiful trope where they place the baby in the middle, and they're like, "Let the baby choose, freak Jamie Kennedy or Alan Cumming in the outfit that he brought from home."
No, Alan Cummings then turns into some nightmare marionette.
Oh, yeah.
And just starts spinning around like.
It was like, remember when Beetlejuice does the whole like,
Yes.
and that's funny and that's cute and like it, and they sell it. And this one, it's just, this is meant for children, and I want to go home.
Yeah.
Stop it, grown-ups involved with the production design. Did fucking Weta Digital do this, or they're just like, let's take the orcs that we couldn't use and Meet the Feebles. It's fucking jam
I'm
down
willing
the
to
throat.
bet if you look at how many grown adults are juggalos, you can rewind to when they were little and they saw this movie, and if they liked this movie, they became juggalos.
I don't even know what that means.
Somehow it makes
Clowns.
Okay. Well, so Jamie.
Juggalos scare me. This movie scares me.
Anyway, so Jamie Kennedy takes the mask off, and I think the baby starts going towards him or something. But then Alan Cumming, Loki gets upset. This is very similar to the Avengers, by the way. This is almost the exact same plot. He starts chasing with a giant hammer.
yeah.
And he's about to crush Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy stops it, but then like two drills come out. They're about just really close. But then the timer on the little egg timer runs out, the digital one, and so his powers come away. And then finally, Bob Hoskins shows up, graces us
On set.
Hey, they had craft surfaces, so he
Yeah.
showed up. They film his one scene, and he's like, "You're coming with me, Loki." But then there's a beautiful moment where Jamie Kennedy like talks down to two gods.
Yeah. Like, hey, guys, just hang out and get along.
He's like, "Hey, I've been a father for 45 hours.
yeah.
I'll tell you what's up." And everyone's like, "Oh, you're right." That's
Didn't
so-
he?
so
Didn't he
cool.
say loosen up? That was what it. I think
Yeah.
that was like he gave a speech and then he finished it with just hey,
Yeah.
loosen up. And Odin was like, okay.
You got it, Jamie Kennedy. Great actor. You're going to great things. Bob Hoskins, I think, like drove away and died right after this
Yeah.
movie.
I hope so.
Me too. I would just be done.
For his sake.
Yeah, I just like premiere or death. Take death. That's fine. So the end of the movie is now, I guess Jamie Kennedy solves his cartoon problem, and they solve it by using mocap, which I guess is the future.
Yeah, they put the baby in a dog in mocap costumes.
His
and
real
then
baby.
Cal Penn was playing Jamie Kennedy. Like, it was really weird.
It's odd.
You know what? I'm going to say it again. Fuck all of you people for choosing this. We're never doing a straw poll again.
I love you guys.
That's true. We actually do know what we're doing next week, though. Is it next week?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It includes VR and a horrible book that I didn't like called Ready Player One.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna go see it, and I think it's just getting us ready to get ready for our Den of Thieves Blu-ray release party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
sure.
say, mark your calendars. Den of Thieves Blu-ray comes out
April 24th,
April 24th.
2018.
Should we announce what we're doing for it?
We're working on it. The plan right now is to do a release party. No details
Live.
quite yet. I think we're waiting for a couple sponsors to come through if we can do the live
Yeah,
stream.
do the live stream, yeah.
But we're really excited. Den of Thieves Blu-ray, April 24th, I think.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a hoot.
that it will be.
But yeah, Ready Player One. So if you have any questions about Ready Player One, maybe things you want us to look out for that you want us to answer in our, we'll attempt a spoiler-free review. The book's been out and it's meh, so who cares? But yeah, feel free to tweet us using the hashtag Son of Mask.
But only Ready Player One questions. No
Yeah.
Son of Mass discussion with that hashtag.
We'll block you if you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Not mute. No, hard block.
We'll block you.
We'll give you a hard B. So I want to thank you guys, John and Bones, for putting up with this nightmare with me. So
Don't thank me. Thank Trailer Howard.
I can't believe that's a real name.
That's her.
That's a.
Oh, I did just want to say that I did drink a lot before and during this movie, and it was so bad
Yeah.
that I am 100% sober right now.
It's not true.
That's not true at all. You
Definitely
barely
not sober.
drank.
He's super
Just
drunk.
ate Dominoes.
No, he's really drunk right
It was
now.
pretty good. I had some.
No, he's feeling pretty
You
bad.
took with some of my Dominoes?
I took one of your little chicken balls. Just one. Come on, that's cool.
They're chicken cubes.
It was a
Film
kid-
House brought
that's
to you
the
by
film.
Domino's.
No, it's not. This was brought to
Oh.
you by Lisa. Once again, please check them out. Go to lisa.com/filmhouse, enter promo code filmhouse. That you basically tell them that you saw the show and that
Yeah.
the ad worked, and now you're sleeping good and you saved money. You got a pillow. It's all cool, and that means we can keep talking about bad movies. And that's great. That's good stuff. So thank you for watching, listening, telling a friend, ideally. Hang in there, guys. I know you're just here for the Den of Thieves Blu-ray release party. We're going to make
It's
it happen.
coming.
It's on its way, like a hurricane heist, which we refuse to review.
God, that would have been so much better.
No, Den of Thieves, and only Den of Thieves. So we'll catch you guys next week with Ready Player One. Until then, stay masky.
Somebody smoke me.
You stole my line.
You didn't say it.
You are good.
Yeah.
But it captures that from the game. So.
Well, my concern with stuff like this, I'm always down for more, right? Mm-hmm. Like,
You say that all the
I
time.
say that all the time. I'm always down for more.
DTF.
When they released the second season of Wet Hot American Summer on Netflix, and I was like, this wasn't as good as the movie or the first season.